Welcome to the podcast, Not Classy. And here's your host, Rick Nasty.
All right, cool. We're going. Welcome to the show, Not Classy. I'm your host, Rick Nasty. Today I have a special guest. He was on before, but I had to take it down and rebrand, and here we are again. So without further ado, I'll introduce Swede. Most of y'all know him. He's going to tell you a little bit about himself, and then we can go right into pissing people off on this one, I'm pretty sure.
What's up? Squishy chair.
Can you hear yourself?
I think so.
Okay.
Chairs.
I know.
Thinking good. Face is kind of scary though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's supposed to intro, huh?
Yeah, introduce yourself.
That's right. What's up, everyone? Swede, Air Force vet, 20 years Air Force as a intel guy. Sigenter, if anyone out there knows what that is. Got about 16 years in the MC community now, so almost as much time I did spend in the military has been on the riding motorcycles with a bunch of great people. So, other than that, I'm just kind of semi-retired, still working, having a good time. Love riding motorcycles, hanging out with my brothers, doing good shit.
What did you do in the Air Force?
That was a spook. A lot of shit that no one knows about around places that no one can talk about, I guess. A lot of time spent flying countless hours over Iraq, Afghanistan, former Yugoslavia, all those other, a lot of other places that no one really knows we fly. So
Okay, cool shit.
yeah, good times.
Okay, like I said before, Sweden and I did this a while back, and it's still my top. It was funny because we shot it and put it out, and shit, it was only out for like a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, fucking shit went fucking crazy. I don't know who was watching. I don't know. Like, I don't think it was like the majority from people that we know.
No, we got
It's
a bunch
weird.
of positive feedback on it. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was getting phone calls, people hitting my DMs,
Sliding
Hey,
in
what's
on
up?
your
Yeah,
DMs.
sliding my DMs.
I promise that we did not plan this.
No,
I was in wardrobe first, and then he came over. So unplanned, but this is what we're gonna be rolling when we're riding in this cold ass weather down here for what, like 6 or 7
weeks.
days? Yeah, 7 days to a week or two, whatever. Down here in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale. What's up? Well, I wanted to get this out before Christmas, and I have a feeling. What do you think? Like, I think it's gonna strike a nerve.
It probably will. Only because there's in looking at our goal topics, I think it's gonna rub a few the wrong way, I should say. Not unlike the last one apparently. So, but that one rubbed people in the wrong way, kind of positive and negative. So,
What, with the extensions?
yeah, there was a few of them that were upset, I think. But I
don't-
think I caveated in that. I said if it pisses you off, you probably should take it to heart. So,
Right.
and that's what you're not going to hear me say something that's not true.
Right.
Worst case it is it'll be something truthful, and then feelings get hurt. But I learned a long time ago that you being offended by something is your own issue. So
Yeah.
you need to figure out what's triggering you and learn how to be an adult and deal with it.
Yeah,
So,
I think we said something like the shoe fits, wear it.
yeah.
Like, let's just get this straight. How do I put this? I'm really in no way pointing a particular finger at any person or organization or group or whatever. It's just things that you and I have learn along the way of us being in this world and have seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
And I also get stories, that I drink beer and I know things over the years, and it just kind of like comes to a point where I'd like to get it off my chest, and if it could help some organization, chapter, club, whatever, then so be it. And if it doesn't, then we still have fucking fun, and I
Yeah.
really don't give a fuck.
You still get follows and subscribes.
Yeah, it's all good. So I guess if the shoe fits, like I said, fucking wear it. Hopefully, if you take it as a negative, maybe you'll spin it and turn it into a positive, what you should do, because we don't got time for no bullshit.
No.
So we're going to talk about elections.
Yeah, a lot of organizations do those.
A lot.
Yeah, it's not just political office for the United States or some other
there's like
country. It's
501c3s do it. It's
Yeah.
like Robert's Rules of Order type of thing.
Yeah.
Most organizations go through their votes and have tables like presidents and vice presidents and secretaries and treasurers and sergeant at arms and some FTO, some not, whatever. But it's just like it's a normal thing that happens in life with organizations that want to run it with some type of a structure.
Yeah.
And not just fucking mamby-pamby, crazy, fucking throw shit up on the wall and see if it sticks, although we're going to talk about some of that.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes the shit does stick. So.
Okay. Oh, fuck, man.
And
all
it
right.
stinks.
It stinks a lot. So let's get into the stinky part.
Yeah.
We're going to start with, I know I always say it, but a lot of the shit that we talk about is near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
That's why it makes it to the fucking podcast. So let's just get rolling. Let's talk about a topic inside of elections. They're called secret ballots.
Yeah, closed ballots.
Yeah, closed ballots, secret ballots. You want to start?
Write it all down on a piece of paper and hand it to somebody.
Yeah, fold it up, whatever, so no one can see. You want to start with this one, and then we all fucking chime in and shit, whatever.
I've seen both kinds. I mean, I think there's a place for them all. I think usually the closed ballot type elections are done in places where people don't feel comfortable being able to speak their mind. I think.
Like, give an example.
I
think that there'd be most like bigger organizations.
Yeah.
Like even when we vote for president and governors and shit, it's kind of secret ballot or closed ballot, whatever.
Yeah.
We've got motherfuckers looking over your shoulder, get the little dividers and shit, so people can't see. But when I think of that, I think it's because there's no way possible that could be a public vote.
No.
You know what I mean? When you're voting for a mayor or a governor,
raising our hand.
Yeah, it's fucking no.
Be
statewide. Every voting citizen show up at fucking Dolphin Stadium and fucking let's get not gonna happen. So go ahead.
No, so I think that if you got small enough organizations, 15, 20 people, everyone should feel comfortable enough to voice. If you're comfortable enough to say, hey, I want that person to be our leader, then you should be able to be comfortable enough just to raise your hand and say, or I don't want that person or whatever. So I just don't understand why some of the smaller organizations wouldn't just have a open vote, have a discussion about it. You disagree, but at the end of the day, it's still a requirement for those organizations to have elected officials.
And now that we covered the obvious agencies or government or whatever, let's narrow it down now to like our world in the motorcycle world. And what is your opinion on secret ballots or closed ballots, whatever you call it?
I think they're kind of weak. I think that I think they can be harmful because then it means people don't have the confidence to stand up and say, hey, I want this person or that person, here's why, whatever. Everyone in that organization should have a voice and be able to speak up. And if there's not, then maybe you should address that before you have an election. Is all I can think of. I've seen them both ways. I've seen them where we had super secret and we make one of the retired guys count them all and tell us results, and they keep the piece of paper because it's an official um, capacity, but kind of like the way our organization does it, where we talk about it, and if you got a solid group, you should be able to. We've had discussions that we don't agree with everything of each other all the time, but we talk it out, figure out. At the end of the day, most of the time it just ends up, okay, you think your way you want, I do my way.
Right.
So,
We'll agree to disagree.
yeah, but we don't let the organization suffer for it.
No,
So,
fuck no.
no, nothing gets in the way of that. So, I mean, it just makes sense to me that even the newest, most junior person should have the same voice as that most senior guy.
Oh yeah,
At the end of the day, that junior guy is going to be replacing you at some point.
exactly.
And if you don't groom them and build them up to be ready for it, it's going to suffer. So everything will suffer because you don't have anybody to follow you along. Because I don't know, you don't know what's going to happen 20 minutes from now.
Yeah, exactly.
I get in my fucking truck driving home, get
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then what? There goes all the knowledge. You got to be able to share it, and
Right.
groom, and make sure that dude next to you knows what's going on, or dudette. I should say.
Yeah. Well, you're a little nicer. Maybe. Well, I wouldn't say that, but maybe a little bit more politically correct in that response so far. But and I think we're both like minded in this. I'm like, what the fuck are you hiding?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck in our world we couldn't have, or any chapter or any organization club wise, we're trying to specifically talk about motorcycle club, why you would have to fucking have secrets amongst your own chapter.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on where you think you or somebody, and I would say probably starts with a P,
Yeah.
because he could shut that down really quick.
Yeah.
He'd say, oh, you want what? No, fuck off. We're going to do, because there's nothing, really saying yes or no or maybe so.
Yeah.
But why the fuck would a chapter have to hide? And I've even heard of secret ballots for nominations, bro.
Yeah.
You heard of that?
No,
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Like, that's not worse, but it's even more fuckery.
I can tell who wrote on the piece of paper. I know people's
Oh,
handwriting.
but their handwriting. I get that.
So
But come
it's
on,
not
man.
secret.
What the fuck?
Really?
Like, this is a fucking man's world.
Yeah.
Why are you hiding behind a fucking secret ballot?
What MC stands for, right? Men's club?
Yeah, men's club, MC.
Or depending on the location, mostly cars.
Mostly cars or by convenience. If it's raining,
Yeah, that one too.
fucking assholes. So, and then I have in my notes, like, secret ballot is already fuckery, but you're doing it, a secret ballot, to decide the leadership of your fucking chapter?
Yeah. To me, smells like division to me. And then if you have enough division in an organization like that, especially that small, it's gonna hurt it.
Yeah, that was kind of
because you got
my
pulling in
notes
two
too.
different ways. So, and if there's a big enough divide there, you end up looking like what's going on now in our political climate in the country.
Right.
You have people pitted against each other for some bullshit. So,
And we talked about, like, obviously the reasons not to have a secret ballot, because it's supposed to be in a brotherhood, and everyone's supposed to have their own individual, decisions and opinions and things like that. But I guess if you have a tyrant running your elections and says secret ballot, or if you think that you may be punished, so to speak, if you vote out of line, if that's a fucking deal.
If you don't toe the line.
If you don't toe the line and vote for the tyrant, in this case, then shit's gonna fucking, like, bad shit's gonna happen to you, or fucking they'll make you do shit duty or whatever. And that's fucking terrible.
Yeah. It also can further that divide once because I've seen it where there's almost like little mini surveys going on. Hey, who are you voting for? Why are you voting that way? You should do this way,
Mhm.
kind of thing. And then at the end of the day, that person ends up voting for whatever, but the other person gets pissed off because they didn't toe that line. And then there's further division that way. I mean, it's just really put a term for it, but I mean, if you're just be honest with it all. I don't care who the fuck you vote for. I probably know who you're going to vote for most of the time because like-minded people do great shit. But
Right. Or turds. You flip it, and turd
you watch it go
turd
down the
people.
drain.
Right. Yeah. Turd people will follow turd people for the wrong reasons,
Yeah,
and possibly vote somebody in for the fucking wrong reasons.
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe they don't like to ride or some bullshit like that. Whatever. And say, hey, I know if Joe Snuffy's fucking elected, we're gonna be riding all the time.
yeah.
And
We won't be able to relax and
Yeah.
take every other weekend off.
Yeah,
or whatever.
let's vote for fucking Sammy Sandwich,
Yeah,
and he don't give a fuck.
yeah,
And we can just have this cool ass fucking cut and fucking watch fucking Sons of Anarchy in it.
Yeah.
Or watch the Mayans and our cuts and the fucking catch fuck off. It's not what it's about. So I think you hit it on it also. That this secret ballot shit just fucking sows fucking discourse.
yeah,
Like it just like breeds discourse. Like we're a family, we're brothers, and we can't do a simple fucking vote for leadership without like covering your homework and shit and writing down,
Don't look
hey,
what I
whatever.
did.
Come on, man. That's fucking. It's very, very frustrating.
Yeah, it's just not proper. I don't think.
No,
I can't see us doing it any other way.
the way we do it.
The way we do it is for everything. We do it by the book, actually. So.
Yeah. That kind of segues us into our next topic, uh, politicking, and you kind of hit on it a little bit.
Yeah, touch
And
on
there's
it a little
conversations that before elections and shit like that. That's gonna happen.
bit. Yeah,
It's gonna happen, but I mean, that's natural, I think. But when you take it to the next level, and if you're running for something,
hmm
and in our world,
yeah,
in the MC world, you're running for a position or whatever, it's AP, and you think you have to like individually politic every single member of your chapter, like that's
to
kind
me
of
that
fucking weird.
yeah, to me that tells me that you probably shouldn't be in charge. And I'll say that every time because I don't want the guy that's out there going, pick me. I know what's broken and I can fix that. I'm going to pick that low key guy sitting over on out of the sidelines that doesn't care if he's been elected or not, but he's going to do the right thing and make sure that everyone succeeds, not just himself. So, because most of the time I've seen those, you should pick me or why don't you vote for me kind of guys. Probably is not the person I'm going to be voting for.
And that's super understandable. But in some cases, you're saying, I know what's wrong, I can fix it. But what if you are like the current P and you shouldn't really have to say dick
Mm-mm.
because you should be able to run on what you've done
Yeah,
yesterday, the day before that, the day before that, the year before that, the year before that, so on and so forth. Different organizations, I don't know if they may vote every 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 1 year, whatever, regardless. There's, people out there that think they have to politic, but like, why? Like, if you did a good job and you think you did a good job, then let it go. Let's fucking vote. Let's fucking open up fucking everything, and you should run on your own fucking track record.
yeah. Those that say, but I can fix it this way. My challenge is, why haven't you done anything yet?
Oh,
You don't have to be an elective officer or even an appointed
no.
officer, any of that shit to make changes or to help facilitate the change. Bring up the ideas. Don't sit on your hands until it's election season. I probably can do that better.
Or
That's kind of late.
or you don't got to be an elected person to reinforce what's already in the guidelines.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. And it just goes back to that. If you're so interested in making a change now, what you've been doing the last couple of years that you could have been making those changes.
You just want to wait till the last minute.
Yeah.
That's
Try to make a statement, and it's at that point it's kind of too late.
I put down in my notes that this person who's pulling people aside or calling brothers or pulling brothers aside. There's certain times, and there's time and place for everything to talk about other shit, but just pulling them aside just for politicking purposes.
Yeah.
Like, instead of, depending on your track record, if you're pulling those people, if you're that person pulling aside, you're just power hungry.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Especially if you're making concessions.
What's that? What is it? What do you mean?
If you vote for me, I will do X. Or the other way is, if you vote for me, I will let you do X. Whatever you want. That could be showing up when you want.
Oh, okay. You wear tennis shoes or something.
Yeah. Gonna wear a thong on a ride or something. No, there's only one person to do that with that thong. Rest in peace, brother. But just if you've got to make up concessions to get someone to vote for you, that says something about both people involved, really. Because if you need a concession in order to vote for somebody, that's bad. And if you need to make concessions for someone so they vote for you, that's also
terrible.
bad. That's just
That's
terrible.
fucking two terrible things.
Yeah. Should never be part of the whole process.
Instead of just one doing what's best for the organization.
Yeah. That's first and foremost, that's all that should be being done.
Right.
And sitting on your hands and only showing up half the time when you got brothers that do it all the time. Bullshit at the end of the day.
Or letting them get away with doing that. Like,
Yeah.
that could be a concession. It could be an example
Yeah.
of concession. Hey, you only got to show up to Wednesdays and fucking Sunday runs or some bullshit like that. Whatever.
I think I overheard something recently. Oh, if you show up to meetup point, we'll count that as your ride.
You could eat a dick.
Yeah.
You can fucking eat a dick. That is.
Where does that shit come from?
I don't even fucking know, man.
If you've made it to the meetup spot, why aren't you just
Even the
fucking
Sons of
riding a
Anarchy.
motorcycle?
Even
Yeah.
the Sons of Anarchy. They rode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'd meet up and you'd see them fucking in the middle of the fucking desert or some shit. So,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. So
That's
weird.
fucking embarrassing as
Yeah.
fuck. Like you said, where do you come up with that bullshit?
I don't know. Broken minds, maybe. I don't know.
Well, I had a dream last night. It was a dream that we'd fucking start being fucking. I don't even know. I don't want to get banned from YouTube, but
Yeah.
maybe I need to.
Or, hey, I think I'm gonna move. And after I move, I still want to be part of this chapter, even though I can't make all of those requirements.
You mean
down
move
here.
like
Like if I was gonna move
far away, like a couple hours or some shit like that,
Yeah.
and you still want to remain?
Or even out of state. I've heard those grumblings lately too. Someone says, "Oh, I don't like what's going on here. I'm gonna move. I'll move way out of state, but I'm gonna move there, and I'm gonna be housed there." It kind of goes both ways. I'm gonna house all my shit up there, my responsibility, my memberships up there, but I'm still gonna hang around down here, and you guys won't be able to say shit to me.
The people up there?
No, the people down here that I don't like. So I'm gonna pretend like I'm moved up there. I'm gonna keep a house and other. I'm gonna be a snowbird.
I've heard some shit.
Yeah, that's weird.
Some bullshit. I haven't really gotten into it. I just overheard like snowbirds, like
Yeah,
somebody up north like spending time down in Florida, and I mean, no.
Yeah,
No, it's one thing to PCS, like
Yeah.
for an official duty. Hey, like active military,
Yeah.
like Smiley, shout out Smiley, something like that. It's like, hey, I got to go here for 6 months or something. I'm being,
We're
but
not just going to keep his membership here, though.
no,
Even if that destination does, like, you have to be a probate again to be a member up there to transfer or something. Or you got to do so many points before they vote you in or something like that.
credits.
Yeah. There'd be probate credits or new member credits, whatever that was. That was a little horseshit, too. But I think the biggest, when we get back to these concessions, telling somebody, I know you're going to move, but I'm not going to make you transfer because if you vote for me, I won't make you transfer. You can just hang out with our chapter and be on our books. So you don't have to do all that extra stuff up there. Some of that other local chapter where you're moving rides a lot, and they won't put up with your bullshit.
Oh, I get it. So you want to move, but you don't want to become part of what's going on there locally where you live
Yeah.
because you probably won't last, and
Yep.
you'll get called out for your horse shit. So, right? Am I on the
Yeah,
same line?
yeah.
So you go ahead and move, and you want to stay in a turd chapter
Yeah.
where you can get away with fucking
We're
whatever
not showing up or showing up every third ride or something.
because you promised to vote.
And that's what you're going to be part of because you live fucking 2.5, 3 hours away. It's not real. You can't do that.
No, that's shady as fuck.
That's real shady. It's the opposite of Slim Shady. That's like that shady.
Okay, where are we here? We're going pretty quick. We're probably going to have to move into some other ones here.
Yeah.
I thought that part would last a lot longer, but it was kind of cut and dry
Yeah.
on the fucking shadiness of elections and politicking and concessions and doing bullshit, fucking shit out of whack. Hey, I can tell you, 100%, you might be able to get away with it for a little bit, maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Somebody will catch on.
You're gonna get fucking caught. You're
Yep.
gonna get got.
Yep.
So I hope it was worth it. If anyone's doing these secret ballots bullshit, really think about it. Like super think about it and say, what are the pros and what are the cons? And if your pros don't outweigh your cons on open it up for everybody, because we're supposed to be fucking transparent, right? Like, what are we keeping secrets for? Especially something dumb as that.
Yeah.
So, not dumb, but like, that to be the last reason in the world to vote for leadership, secret ballot.
Yeah. Could be a reflection of leadership, though.
Very, very much. I think we covered that. I don't want to beat that dead horse. Let's go. Let's go with number 4.
Number 4?
Yeah. Disciplining members of a club.
Yeah.
We've seen it fucking once. We've seen it 1,000 times out in the MC community. They'll
Oh, yeah.
they'll have like,
he doesn't have a patch on his back. What happened there?
yeah.
Oh, he fucked up.
Or no cut at all.
Oh, yeah, that too. That's a little bit more surprising.
I think different clubs and stuff handle it, obviously different. And that's good. It's probably a good thing.
There's a lot of commonalities, though.
Yeah, there is.
But they fucked up. And they're owning it. Or maybe they're not, but if I've got a dude that I've known for years and all of a sudden he shows up and he's a probate again, I'm not going to ask him what he did because it's none of my business.
Right.
If he wants to tell me, that's cool. But it's not that I don't care. It's just I don't want to rip open a scab that probably doesn't want to be ripped open anymore. It's already eating some humble pie. But there's a lot of motherfuckers who won't do that.
Let's take a step back. Like, when I was first coming up, and I don't know if it's the same as you, I saw quite a bit of discipline for members, comparatively speaking, to today.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Like, I saw a lot of center punch, a lot of fucking dudes running around with, took their fucking center punch, whatever, took their fucking patch whatever and probate and whatever. I'm not even talking about our
No, it's
club. I'm
everywhere.
talking about everywhere. Like it seems like there was a lot more frequent than it is today. Like I think today, like you were saying, or not, they don't take their punishment, they don't take their discipline, and they just fucking write it out and end up leaving, I guess, or whatever.
Sometimes it looks like a revolving door. You get those notifications, so and so. Oh, look, that guy we got a new brother. Great, that's awesome. Tick tock, tick tock. 3 months later, oh, so and so's out. That comes down to not mentoring and teaching, and I mean,
A lot of that's fast patching too.
yeah, you don't truly learn who somebody is. Well, you don't have to necessarily. You can be a local. You can be a probate for 6 months, never leave the city that you're in,
God
and you're
damn.
not going to learn much. Because I will tell you that you don't know about that dude to your left, right, in front of you, or in the back of you until you've done some serious fucking motorcycle ride. I'm not talking about riding from Wawa to the clubhouse or from the clubhouse across town to go hang out at a bar. I'm talking about actually getting out and fucking running. Kind of like when we went to Sturgis and left Duffy behind. Shout out Duffy.
What's up, Duffy?
No go.
Mm.
Just kidding. Maybe. But you don't know how you can depend on that person until that. I mean, it's just my own personal opinion, but you don't learn a lot about people until you spend a lot of time with those people. And you think about it when you were in the military as well, because we have that background too.
Yeah.
Some of the closest knit communities are those people you spend on those constant deployments with.
Oh yeah.
You deploy as a group, you come home, hang out, you end up deploying. Maybe a few people switch out, but for the most part, you spend a lot of time with those people in your unit in a lot of shithole places. Sitting on the side of the road because Jetson's motorcycle broke down. That's in the
Part.
shit because you're trying to figure it out and you're in the sucks.
Yeah.
But you learn a lot about people at that point. So
So do you think that that is a possible reason for the discipline that happens because they're not around long enough, or they're not putting those miles on the road, so they're not whole. They don't get it, or you haven't built those relationships up.
relationship.
Your relationships.
I think that I think it's a couple things. You're not getting the good training, a lot of hands on, because it's a cliche, but they say it takes a village to raise an idiot.
Right.
Maybe it's not that, but it raises a village to raise a good person. But at the end of the day, it's also incumbent on them to learn stuff. And if you've got gaps, be that person that comes and says, "Hey, I'm not strong on X, Y, and Z. Help me be a better person that way. Help me be a better brother." Because I'm not too. If I fuck up, I'm gonna say, "Oh, what did I do? How did I piss you off?"
Right.
And I'm going to figure out how I don't do that again. But the revolving door I think we see is just, it's almost a little bit of reflection on some leadership too, but I can't put it all on leadership because sometimes you only see true colors once someone's got that on their back. And once they have a patch on their back, then they relax a little bit and then you kind of see who they are. And I don't think there's any amount of
That's true.
1 month to 6 months to 9 months to a year of being in a probate status. If they're good at hiding shit, they're going to hide it. But as soon as they show it, you address it. Don't let it just continue because if you do, it has the potential to turn into a cancer and eat you alive.
Yeah.
Eat the organization alive.
100%.
I mean, I think the record I've seen is like 12 days or some shit.
As a probate?
Yeah, and probate to patch to
God, Jesus.
gone.
I've not seen that. Oh shit, I have. Oh my God, yes, we have. Good
Yeah.
God, I just kind of had a brain fart
Yeah.
there.
I've never seen that
I'm
in
not
my
your
life
bitch.
until that time. Yeah.
Not your bitch.
Yeah.
What, motherfucker?
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, that's fucking. Like I said, take your fucking lumps, your discipline. It's not the end of the world, or not. And
Yeah.
if you're gonna or not, then fucking piece the fuck out.
And if you know you're wrong and you want to keep pressing the issue, it's not going to end well. because what could have possibly had a chance of recovering, making some kind of recovery and coming back to what you liked, once you test the waters on taking shit up the chain, not always going to end good. Most every time I've seen it happen that way, it doesn't end good. So, especially if you're a lying motherfucker.
Yeah. It's way easier just to, we've talked about different forms of discipline, and like the motherfuckers that are not showing up and are not writing, you can't gift them a fucking 60-day suspension because they'll fucking just eat that up and fucking chill the fuck out even more. You got to like, hey, okay, every situation it was different, right?
Yeah.
So center punch that motherfucker and see what he's made of, and you don't have a choice anymore, motherfucker. Like, you're going to go to every fucking thing in the world.
Yeah. Or not, and then get surprised when you're not around anymore.
You get surprised when you're fucking at home with your thumb up your ass.
Yeah. And Rick's knocking on your door to collect all of our properties.
Mm-hmm. Rico. Yeah. I'm sorry for saying a lot. Like, I review these podcasts and like I say that a lot.
Do you?
But I'm not a professional speaker, so eat dicks.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Usually more than when I'm trying to plan shit. Like, if I just go off my fucking head, then I won't be fucking so I hate it.
I've always hated preparing for briefings or like presentations or whatever.
You gave a lot of them, I'm sure.
Fun stories, but every time I've been forced to rehearse, I always fuck it up because I'm too deep in my head. I'd rather just go off the cuff, get over with, and get done, and then be done with it. But if you make me rehearse, maybe we'll do it. If we got time, I'll tell a funny story. But fuck.
Yeah, you can't fuck it up if you don't rehearse.
Yeah.
Right? You just go off the top of your head.
How do you know if you fucked it up?
You don't.
You don't.
Because you didn't rehearse. That's pretty cool. Let's go. I'm going to skip one. I'm going to go to this because it's also near and dear to my heart. Why chapters collapse?
I think it kind of, everything we've talked to up to now, or any organization collapsing, falls on everything we've talked about. If you've got horrible leadership that doesn't reinforce why an organization exists and how to keep that going, mentoring the young membership on how to keep it going and how to replace you if something happens or you just decide, fuck this, I'm out, I don't want to do it anymore. Having a good plan to just succeed and be a fucking great organization goes a long way. But if you take any of that stuff away, or you get a horrible leader in there, or someone's afraid to let someone else take the reins for a little bit, you're just going to watch things kind of nosedive. And eventually it's going to crash. And you'll see that the membership drops off because people don't want to deal with this asshole or that asshole. Or they get to the point where they don't like the direction that the organization's going because they're not spending enough time together, is what I think it comes down to. If you do what you're going to do and spend a lot of time together and build that bond, then you shouldn't have to worry about a chapter kind of falling. But if you don't do any of that stuff and you kind of keep going your separate ways or let those divides get so deep that you can't recover from them, it's only a matter of time before your chapter collapses, or you lose half your membership, which could potentially make your chapter collapse. You got requirements for that kind of stuff. So
Right. I think it's laziness.
yeah.
I think I think you're correct. A lot of the things that we talked about can be all encompassing on that, but I think the main reason is you're fucking lazy.
Yeah.
And organizations, motorcycle clubs will have things such as no recruiting.
Yeah.
And I get that because we're not gonna fucking set a booth up at a mall. This happened.
Yeah. I know, I've seen the pictures.
We're not gonna set a booth up in a fucking mall trying to attract potential members. It gets cold, sometimes it gets cold in other states and you have nothing else to do, but that's not the right thing to do. We also do not recruit.
No.
But our asses are out there on our motorcycles hitting all kinds of fucking places.
That's where you find people.
And the key is not to fucking jump from clubhouse to clubhouse to clubhouse all the time.
No.
That's fun, and we got to have mutual respect for other clubs that are out there, obviously, but we also owe it to our organization to grow and find our replacements. We have a succession plan. And one, it's fucking fun as shit because people think that we're fucking rock stars or whatever and buy us fucking beers and shit when we roll into different places.
Who doesn't like riding motorcycles?
You should fucking like riding motorcycles.
Love it.
Or you're in the fucking wrong line of life or whatever. I was going to say work, but it's not supposed to be work.
No, it's supposed to be fun.
And if you do it right, it is fun.
Yeah.
So not just going clubhouse to clubhouse, but going out in the community like we're fucking supposed to and flying that patch. And right there, you didn't even talk to one motherfucker, and you open yourself up to shit ton of numbers. People go up to you and say, "Hey, you know what? Fucking my dad was in the Navy. Do you know him? His name is Bill. Whatever,
Yeah.
Or I was in the Army. What's going on?" And you may be able to snowball and keep everything running the way it's supposed to by having new blood come in.
Or if you're Duffy, you don't approach the guy you see wearing a vest.
If you're Duffy, you're scared, and
you're like, "Oh my god, he's scary, mean."
Yeah, he's got a big
evil
beard.
Motherfucker.
Got a big beard.
Yeah.
Looks weird and might hurt me. So he just looks it up online.
Yeah.
Just types
Sends
in
us an email instead.
the Google machine.
I guess that's kind of status quo these days.
Yeah.
Reach out online.
Social media.
Calling, walking up saying hi.
Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, 100%.
Love you, Duffy.
Yeah. But I think that's my main reason that chapters collapse. They'll get too comfortable.
Too comfortable.
We don't get younger.
Mm-mm.
And you and I will also become old,
obsolete.
And if we stayed on the status quo of some of these organizations, some of these chapters of not going out, let's say have church at our fucking house.
Yeah.
So we don't get any exposure at all because we're riding from fucking my house to your house and whoever else is riding to your house and have church and then fucking go back to our houses. There's no fucking exposure.
No. Why are you still doing this? You don't want to do more.
Exactly. And then when we're old as fuck and we're not as I would say exciting. I'm talking about exciting as far as having the appeal for somebody to want to do what we do.
Yeah.
Like I love the older brothers. I love older brothers. There is a place for everyone, I believe, and I've always believed that. But if you're rolling 4 deep and you're old as fuck, you are not going to attract the Iraqi, Afghanistan, younger vets.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. And that's how in my opinion, I think that's how a lot of chapters
it will be
collapse.
rare that it will happen. I'll say that.
What do you mean?
It's not impossible. I've seen some of the younger guys hit up some of the older.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's impossible.
Yeah.
But it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
And
it's a crapshoot.
I can just fall on my experience. Like when I saw the chapter, and it was a mix.
Yeah.
He's had some older brothers, and he had some fucking knucklehead fucking retards. And I was like, oh shit, I'll find my way.
Yeah.
But if I saw just older, I'd probably still hit them up, whatever, to see what's going on. But there's so many other organizations around that could be more attractive depending on your individual mind and what you want. Yeah, what you want to get. If you want to ride with a club and fucking your hair on fire and fucking cause fucking shit and close down bars. Cool, I get that. Cool. There's the 4 old dudes are not going to get you there.
No.
They've been there, done that already.
Yeah.
So
or
it's not.
Or they'll try and you'll hurt them.
That is also a thing.
Yeah.
And then they probably won't want to do that again for about a year or 2.
Yeah.
Because you hurt them so bad.
Yep.
Taking them out till 4 in, they almost had a stroke or whatever. So I guess like the moral of that story is like to get out, and now, like today.
Yeah.
And there is no tomorrow. It's not promised. And you never know who you may have come across.
Yeah.
Like even like in our scenario, we're military background.
Yeah.
So we're kind of used to running in packs.
Mm-hmm. And all ages too.
And all ages. Correct. So like you never know what you missed because you had church at your house.
Mm-hmm.
And you never fucking went anywhere.
Yeah. You didn't go out and have a good time and just get out.
Just get out. And I'm not, I can't do what I used to do. And you probably can't either. But we're constantly searching for the ones that can.
Yeah.
And we bring them in. And they do it.
Yeah, it's all that, like we mentioned earlier, succession planning. You got
to have
watch. Somebody's got to be following you. Otherwise, when you look over your shoulder and there's nothing there, you got to start thinking, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And it's kind of too late at that point because you've had all that time to bring up young membership and you chose not to. And now you're fucked because you're up against a wall. Someone's going to tell you, oh, you need to get your membership up by X date or we're going to have different discussions. And those are real discussions that can happen.
And those are not, that problem cannot be fixed fast.
No.
If you got 4, 5 old
years.
bros, old heads, god damn, man. Yeah.
That's talking about years.
Fuck yeah.
Build another good solid chapter. It takes years. Yeah.
I'm just talking about get one or two motherfucker young guys in and get them trained up to speed where they can take over.
See if they can take that ride across a couple of states just to go have a party. Or
right.
Just go to an open house, say, hi, what's up? We're heading home. That's a doable thing too. But
it's a super doable thing.
People reach a certain point where they can't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
And if you're at that point and you haven't done any looking backwards to grab younger people to follow you through your organization's life, you haven't been doing it. You haven't been doing the organization any justice.
Like I said, like you said, if you find yourself in that scenario, god damn, that's a fucking tough road to go.
Yeah, you're gonna have to sack up and do it, or deal with whatever happens because you can't.
Yeah, that's
you
sad.
Might find yourself in another house that does a lot of stuff and expects you to be there.
Exactly.
Then you're proper fucked again.
Super fucked.
Shout out to Smiley.
Up, Smiley.
Only because it's British term.
Oh, okay.
Fucked, yeah.
Properly fucked. I think we're good there.
Yeah.
This is going to be a series of 2. So this was the first one, and we'll shoot again soon, and I'll send that out. But we'll wrap up. I think that was good. It's a good start. I want to get this out before Christmas. So you guys have something to laugh or maybe get mad at.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like Swede, I told the truth. Facts. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, being offended is your own emotion. So
right. Exactly.
Fix it.
And I only do what I do to further whoever's cause out there who want to listen, whatever. I've done it, and I want to continue to do it, and I want, especially our organization, to fucking grow and prosper and do great things. But we'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button down below. I will get Swede's contact information, Facebook, Instagram, all that bullshit. I'll put it down below. I do that, and I produce it, and I put it down here. It looks fucking cool as shit.
If I'm pointing up.
Yeah.
It'll be in between our fingers.
Between there somewhere or whatever. I'll get that all out. But thank you for watching. Like I said, please subscribe. I'm trying to gain as many subscribers as I can to do more fucking cool shit. And that's about it.
Yeah, ride safe.
I think it's a
Have
wrap.
fun.
See you next time. Peace. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for watching the show, everyone. Now go over to Brother Roadkill's company page at www.gearupga.com. That's www.gearupga.com. Get all your biker gear and accessories. Boots, chaps, helmets, gloves, vest. You name it, he's got it. Why go anywhere else? If he doesn't have it, reach out to him and ask if he can get it. Use discount code NOTCLASSY, all one word, to get 10% off your total cost. Veteran owned and operated, elevate your ride and unleash your dark side.